Since we can't all be together, I'm wanting to record a message. So this is for you, Sherry, and to Kelly and Nikki and your other kids, and to Adam and Dalton and to Alan and all your family. I thought about writing you a letter, and when I thought about just how much I want to be there with you all to grieve the loss of this great man we love so much, I decided I wanted to send a recording and put it out there and have it be also for Donnie's brothers and sisters, my aunts and uncles, and his nieces and nephews, my cousins. I just love you all so much, and I wish we could be together to grieve the way that we do as a family, and to tell stories and share memories, and to laugh and to cry together. Some of my earliest memories of Donnie are of him being gone, being overseas in Vietnam. And I admire him for that, for going and giving his service to the country, to our country, and really over all the years that he did that, really with such a great deal of modesty. After he got back, I remember a day, I don't know, I must have been probably younger than 10 years old, and I remember him taking Alan and a bunch of us nieces and nephews out fishing on a river somewhere near Chinoa, and there were stones we could overturn and look for crayfish underneath the rocks, and it was just a beautiful day, and the river was flowing, and there was green grass around, and it was really a special place. And as I've become a father and now a grandfather and taken young children fishing, I, especially more than one at a time, there was a lot of us kids that day. There's a lot of moving parts, especially with all the hooks, sharp hooks flying around. And I just admire him all the more for that, because he just had all the patience in the world for us. And it was just such a loving and kind expression of being an uncle. Flash forward about 15 years, and it was 1984, and I've been living on a dairy farm in northern Germany, and was planning to travel to Asia, so I'd gotten my cholera vaccination, and then went out and hit the road and was going to hitchhike down to Barcelona. And I felt, as I got farther south in Germany, like I had cholera. And I called Donnie up, and he drove out to get me where I was, on the side of the road, essentially. And he took me home, and you all opened the doors of your home for me and welcomed me in and fed me and took care of me. And that's just a really special memory with all of you, and I appreciate you and love you all for doing that for me. Thank you. It was a really nice way to connect with him more and with all of you. So thank you for that. Flash forward again. When my youngest son Lucas was in about 5th grade, he was doing a report for school for Veterans Day, and I had him call up Donnie and ask him what it was like to be at war and to be a veteran, and they had a really nice talk on the phone, and it was a lovely thing. And then a few days later, Lucas got in the mail a big box of Donnie's stuff, fatigues and things with his name on them. It was a really special thing to do. Donnie was really one of the most generous, loving, open-hearted people I know. He had the best laugh, and he gave the best hugs in the world. I can just remember how tightly he hugged me and how he dug the fingers his fingers into the muscles of my back the last time we hugged. And it felt so good. It was like getting a massage and a hug at the same time. And I've been thinking about that these last few days and just wondering if he somehow knew that might be the last time we saw each other. It was really great. So after that, I wrote a poem about him that I would also like to give you. It's called 1968. What I remember is this. The hot smell of chocolate chip cookies filled the kitchen, off limits to me, packed in a tight rectangular box, mailed to my mother's youngest son. No, mailed to my mother's youngest brother in Vietnam. CBS showed daily casualties like baseball scores I rooted for our team to win. I see Donnie now at reunions and funerals. He gives the best hugs, arms wrapped around me like he's afraid to let go, fingers dug into the muscles of my back. Gives me chills, the good kind, rubs his palm between my scapulae. Inside him, scarred lungs lost a lobe to Agent Orange, disability for prostate cancer, hallucinations of the hot smell of burning flesh, regular nightmares. Since I'm a therapist, I tell him to go to therapy. You'll feel better. He tells me he did go for the PTSD, but stopped. It made him cry, he said. I said it's okay to cry. He said, it's not okay with me. I love you all. I grieve with you, and I'm sorry for your loss of this wonderful man who meant so much to me and to all of us. Take care, and God bless you all.